Welcome to the daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You can be lying down, you can be sitting in a chair. You just want to find something that is comfortable and sturdy. You don't want to feel like you're needing to shift during the practice because you're uncomfortable, but you also don't want to feel a sense of instability like you're about to fall over. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. We don't close our eyes here. But if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, or you feel more comfortable doing that, feel free to do so. It matters very little. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and just leave the screen alone and drop them down gently below you. Just your gaze, kind of gazing down at the carpet, the floor, or the desk, or whatever's just below you. We're not analyzing a particular spot in the floor and staring intently. We're also not zoned out and blurry. We just have a gentle, clear gaze directed softly downwards. You're in a nice, comfortable position, sturdy, and your eyes are either closed or open, looking downwards. What is here when there are no problems to be solved? What is here right now when there are no problems to be solved? There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. And there's no one to become. Just this. But maybe you're thinking about something right now, and you're trying to put effort into this practice. The only effort needed in meditation is simply to get you to the cushion, the effort of remembrance to practice. But once we practice, we let go of effort. So don't worry. Don't try. You are here. That's all. So just be here. You don't need to think about the dinner that you have to cook, or the giant to do list you have going on, or any of the problems you got going on in your life. It's just thinking. You are right here. That's all. And maybe I'm catching you thinking right now, lost in some thought. And that's okay. It's just a habit. It's a habit of our attention to be situated in the thought factory. So in meditation, it's useful to bring your attention to something else, something only present. And that, of course, is the breath. So bring your attention away from the head, away from thinking, into the coming and going sensations of breathing. You can notice it anywhere from the tip of your nose to the chest to the lower belly, anywhere in between. Just find where you notice the breath the most. And just stay there. Let your thoughts run and think what they want to. Simply remain with the breath for no reason at all, for no goal, no outcome, no experience. Just breathing. And maybe I'm catching you thinking again. Of course, this is okay. Just return to the breath, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to breathing. Gently let your thoughts think what they want to. Maybe I'm catching you thinking again. You're thinking about the things you're worried about or planning what you're going to do for the rest of your day. But what exactly is this thought talking to? So we feel to be our thoughts. That when thoughts occur, we say, I'm doing that. What is this I? What is this one that thinks and hears thoughts at the same time? In the same way you found the breath, find the one that thoughts are talking to. We're not thinking about this. Just look. What hears this voice? What sits down to meditate? Are you telling yourself a story? Or is there something really there? What am I? Look carefully. And when you do this, instantly you notice that thoughts can't go there, and there's literally nowhere to go to see anything. There's just a stopping, a cessation, a not knowing. And then we just stay there. Relax into it. And completely rest. All right, you can look at the screen. So much of our day and so much of our time is spent running from things, right? We feel bad because we're anxious about something. And it's a horrible feeling. It's a lot of stress. And of course, the first thing we want is to just alleviate it. That's why medication's so popular in a lot of ways, because it's got a guaranteed relief promise. So we can just take a Xanax or whatever it is and then find that relief. Or we drink alcohol and find that relief, and that's what we want. We're running from it. But because we run from it, we don't see what it is. We don't see that everything goes together, like two sides of the same coin. We wouldn't know what the anxious was unless we knew what peace was, and vice versa. We wouldn't know what peace and well-being is unless there was the reality of anxiety. We wouldn't know what happiness is without sadness. We wouldn't know what up is without down. We need them both because they're not separate. But our thinking mind, and our reactionary mind, wants to run from things, wants to run away from the bad feelings of anxiety and depression, understandably, but it's a confusion because it's saying no to reality. See, it's like I got this thing when I lift this stick up, I lift up this side comes with it. Because there's no separating them. I can't lift this side without this side coming up, and I can't lift this side without that side coming up. And in the same way, I can't push this down without that side going down as well. Because it's one. Now think of anxiety and peace. Push down anxiety, what happens? There's no peace to be found. You raise up peace, what happens? Anxiety comes around because they're one. And meditation isn't about getting the peace and getting the happiness and getting the well-being, because, it just brings about more trouble. In fact, most of your life, all of our lives, is about seeking the happy and the well-being and that, but we tend to suffer anyway. We don't see that they go together. And meditation is accepting that reality. It's acceptance of the way things are completely. So when anxiety comes, and when peace comes, peace comes. We drop them both. Now, this is true practice. A lot of people may not like it because it requires you not only to drop anxiety, but to drop peace as well. To drop happiness and well-being. Forget the whole project of seeking any of that and running away from pain and going towards pleasure. Drop it all. Now you may ask, why do that? Doesn't that sound a little inhuman? It doesn't. It isn't. Because what remains when we drop these things is beyond them. The only word, there's really no words for it. Maybe freedom is a great word for it. Freedom from the cage of running and seeking and running and seeking and running and seeking and not noticing that they go together. It's not words I can say why you should do this. But it is what you're looking for. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for showing up for your life, and as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.